Today I put the best players on every NBA roster. All 30 NBA teams will now consist of their all-time roster, which means any NBA player that has played for that team will be on that roster if they are good enough. All 30 all-time teams will now be competing for an NBA championship to see which team is the best, and it really is up to any of these teams to bring it home. Look, obviously I'm rooting for the Sacramento Kings. This is one video I won't go in and win a game if I have to see the Kings advance. If they lose just like any of the other all-time teams. They're all also duplicate players, as Oscar Robertson actually wins MVP. Sixth Man of the Year does go to Kevin Love. Bill Russell, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved, Evan Mobley, Clutch Player of the Year. Dirk, averaging 24 is insane. And then we did have Coach of the Year. All-NBA first team does go to Oscar Robertson, Kevin Garnett, LeBron, Dirk, and Luka. The second team, another LeBron. Like I said, there will be duplicate players. Bob McAdoo, Bill Walton, Bob Pettit, and Kareem. Third team, Wilt, Chris Paul, Gilbert Arenas, Walt Frazier, and Penny Hardaway. For the all-defensive first team, we have Kareem, Scottie Pippen, Bill Russell, Kawhi, and MJ. Then we have Chris Paul, Kawhi, Kevin Garnett, Dwight Howard, and Wes Unseld. In the play-in tournament, we have the all-time Clippers versus the Jazz, the Spurs versus the Suns. In the East, we have the Wizards versus the Heat. That's actually surprising. And then we have the Bucks versus the Hawks. Let's just go ahead and simulate the play-in. As who advanced? Am I tripping right now? It should be the Heat and the Wizards in the East. In the West, the Jazz and the Clippers. We will quickly, I'll show you guys the rosters for every team. We'll start with the 76ers, who do have Moses Malone, AI, Embiid, Barkley, Julius Erving, Dolph Schayes, Jimmy Butler, Billy Cunningham, Wilt, Bobby Jones, Iguodala, Paul Greer, Doug Collins, and Tyrese Maxey. The Bucks have DeJounte Murray, Kyle Korver, Drew Holiday, Terry Cummings, Vin Baker, Michael Redd, Ray Allen, Dikembe, Marquise Johnson, Sidney Moncrief, Lillard, Oscar Robertson, Giannis, and Kareem. It is their prime version on their team, so they don't have like a 88 Lillard. They have a prime 95 overall Damian Lillard. The Bulls have Pippen, MJ, Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose, Artis Gilmore, Dennis Rodman, Jimmy Butler, Joakim Noah, Zach LaVine, DeMar, Vucevic, Tony Kukoc, George Gervin, and Ron Harper. I'm just going to quickly go over the best players. The Cavs have Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley, Austin Carr, Kevin Love, Darius Garland, Big Z, Shaq, Brad Daughtry, D. Wade, Donovan Mitchell, Mark Price, Walt Frazier, Kyrie, and LeBron. The Celtics with Bird, O'Neal, Bill Russell, John Havlicek, Bob Cousy, Jason Tatum, Paul Pierce, Kevin McHale, JoJo White, Robert Parrish, Kevin Garnett, Jaylen Brown, Ray Allen, Drew Holiday, Chris Stapps. That is it. For the Clippers, they have Kawhi, Bob McAdoo, Harden, Chris Paul, Paul Pierce, Paul George, Blake Griffin, Russell Westbrook, Elton Brand, World B. Free. We just now got to blow 90 overall in this team. Ron Harper, Chris Kaman, JJ Redick, and Lamar Odom. The Grizzlies with Marcus Smart, Jason Williams, Rudy Gay, Shane Battier, Tony Allen, Desmond Bain, Sharif Abdul Rahim, Mike Conley, Zach Randolph, Pau Gasol, Marcus Gasol, Ja Morant, and Derrick Rose. Should be a fun combination in the backcourt. The Hawks with Dominic Wilkins, Bob Pettit, Cliff Hagan, Joe Johnson, Trae Young, Chris Middleton, Pete Maravich, Brooke Lopez, Steve Smith, Doc Rivers, Josh Smith, Al Horford, Jeff Teague. Heat have Tyler Hero, Steve Smith, Kevin Love, Shaq, Bam, Ray Allen, Kyle Lowry, Chris Bosh, Tim Hardaway, Alonzo Mourning, Jimmy Butler, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron. The Hornets with Alonzo Mourning, Glenn Rice, Eddie Jones, Kemba Walker, Larry Johnson, Gordon Hayward, LaMelo Ball, Baron Davis. Probably one of the worst all-time teams. The Jazz have, oh my gosh, Lauri Markkanen, Daryl Griffith, Donovan Mitchell, Darren Williams, Rudy Gobert, Carlos Boozer, Gordon Hayward, Andre Karlinko, Mark Eaton, Adrian Dantley, Pistol Pete, Carmelo, and John Stockton. I am on the Kings, who we do have Oscar Robertson, De'Aaron Fox, Nate Archibald, Mitch Richmond, Chris Webber, Sabonis, Jerry Lucas, DeMarcus Cousins, Peja, Mike Bibby, Vlade Divac, Kevin Martin, and Harrison Barnes. Cannot believe he's here. The Knicks have Walt Frazier, Patrick Ewing, Willis Reed, Carmelo, Richie Gerwin, Dave DeBusschere, Amari Stoudemire, Bernard King, Allen Houston, Jalen Brunson, John Starks, Charles Oakley, Julius Randle, and RJ. The Lakers with Byron Scott, DeAndre Jordan, Wilt, Powell, AD, Kareem, James Worthy, LeBron, Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, Magic Johnson, Shaq, and Kobe. Literally the best all-time team. The Magic with T-Mac, Penny, Shaq, Dwight, Hito, Vucevic, Grant Hill, Paolo, Rashard Lewis, Steve Francis, Nick Anderson, Dennis Scott, Horace Grant, and Franz Wagner. The Mavericks with Sean Bradley, Tyson Chandler, Jameer Nelson, Jason Terry, Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, Jamal Mashburn, Michael Finley, Derek Harper, Kyrie, Luka, Dirk, The Nets with Dr. J, KD, Jason Kidd, Petrovic, Vince Carter, Kyrie, James Harden, Derek Coleman, Brook Lopez, Richard Jefferson, Mikal Bridges, Kenyon Martin, Ben Simmons, and Claxton. The Nuggets with Aaron Gordon, Antonio McDyess, DeAndre Jordan, Chauncey Billups, Jamal, Dennis Rodman, Jerry Stackhouse, Kiki Vandeweghe, Allen Iverson, Dan Issel, Fat Lever, Alex English, David Thompson, Carmelo, and Jokic. Some of these teams obviously made some trades. Paul George, Mel Daniels, Reggie Miller, Jermaine, Chris Mullin, Tyrese, Victor Oladipo, Danny Granger, Ron Artest, Roy Hibbert, Rick Smith, Sabonis, Mark Jackson, Miles Turner, Buddy Hield on the Pacers. The Pelicans have Clint, Peja Stojakovic, Tyson Chandler, Giannis Valanciunas, DeMarcus Cousins, Brandon Ingram, Drew Holiday, David West, Jamal Mashburn, Zion, Baron Davis, AD, and Chris Paul, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Bob Lanier, Chauncey Billups, Grant Hill, Yao Ming, Richard Hamilton, Rasheed Wallace, Bill Laimbeer, Cade Cunningham, Tayshaun Prince, Marcus Camby, and OG on the Pistons. For the Raptors, they have Scotty Barnes, Antonio Davis, T-Mac, Damon Stoudemire, Pascal, Kyle Lowry, Ben Wallace, DeMar, Marcus Gasol, Chris Bosh, Kawhi, Vince Carter, Hakeem. The Rockets have Hakeem again, Moses Malone, Charles Barkley, James Harden, Clyde Drexler, T-Mac, Chris Paul, Elvin Hayes, Dikembe, Kenny Smith, Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, and Dylan Brooks. The Spurs have Devin Vassell, Avery Johnson, Victor Wembanyama, Artis Gilmore, Bruce Brown, LaMarcus Aldridge, Louis Dampier, Manu Ginobili, Kawhi, George Gervin, Tony Allen, Tim Duncan, and David Robinson. The Suns with KD, Steve Nash, Devin Booker, Charles Barkley, Dennis Johnson, Shaq Amari, Sean Marion, Jason Kidd, Tom Chambers, Larry Nance, Bradley Beal, and Nurkic. The Thunder have Josh Giddey, Horace Grant, Rashard Lewis, Spencer Haywood, Jack Sikma, Sean Kemp, Paul George, Dennis Johnson, Shea Russell, Ray Allen, Gary Payton, and Kevin Durant. The Timberwolves with Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards, oh my gosh, so many bigs, Rudy Gobert, Tom Gugliotta, Stephon Marbury, Jimmy Butler, Mike Conley, Terrell Brandon, Christian Laettner, Isaiah Ryder, and Andrew Wiggins. The Trailblazers have Jeremy Gant, Robert Williams, DeAndre Ayton, Anthony Simon, CJ McCollum, and a lot of the current players. Terry Porter, Kiki Vandeweghe, Zach Randolph, Arvydas Sabonis, LaMarcus Aldridge, Brandon Roy, Damian Lillard, Bill Walton, Clyde Drexler. The Warriors have Wilt, Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Rick Barry, Chris Mullin, Nate Thurman, Baron Davis, Klay Thompson, Tim Hardaway, Draymond Iguodala, Jason Richardson, Rudy Gay, Andrew Wiggins. And then lastly, the Wizards have Poole, CJ, Bernard King, Sam Cassell, Anton Jamison, Caron Butler, Moses Malone, Earl Monroe, Bradley Beal, John Wall, Elvin Hayes, Gilbert Arenas, Wes Unseld, and MJ. That took about 6 minutes to do. We will simulate the first round here as the teams of the Sacramento Kings, the Thunder, the Lakers, the Nuggets, the Celtics, the Bulls, the 76ers, and the Knicks do advance. And then in the Western Conference Finals, we have the Kings versus the Lakers. In the Eastern Conference Finals, we have the Celtics versus the 76ers as the Lakers advance to the finals versus the 76ers. Like I said, the Lakers just have the best all time. You have a team of Magic, Kobe, LeBron, Kareem, Shaq, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, James Worthy, AD, Pau Gasol, Wilt, DeAndre Jordan. Like, bro, what do you do? The 76ers have Allen Iverson, Hal Greer, Billy Cunningham, Charles Barkley, Embiid, Moses Malone, Dolph Shays, Julius Erving, Jimmy Butler. A really good team as well. We'll take this game by game. We won't. It actually went to a 7-game series to a surprise. Magic Johnson does win Finals MVP in the tournament as the Lakers do go to show have the best all-time team. If you guys enjoyed and want to see more videos like this, just let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I will catch you all with the next video.